Hi, I'm Jennifer Jeffries. I'm a naturopath and I work with the Ionix products. My thing is to show people how they can use nutritional cleansing to find that level of health that just takes them beyond so that they can really live instead of just existing. I do a lot of work over in Asia, and over there I find it really interesting that they pay the doctors to keep them well, which is the complete opposite of our medical model. Over here, or in the Western countries, we wait to get sick and then we think, oh, we better go and do something about it. Where I want to show people how they can integrate natural therapies into their life, and nutritional cleansing is absolutely part of that, so that they can experience optimum health, all the energy to get so they can go and do what they want to do, and pretty much just be able to really enjoy life. I want people to really live and not just exist. So for the last 20 odd years I've been working as a naturopath, and my specialty's been around showing people how to prevent adrenal burnout and prevent burnout in general. So this is my passion around this comes because I actually burnt myself out 20 years ago. So I've just got a really quick quiz, a few questions so that we can just see where you are adrenally. So first up, put your hand up if you've had a headache in the last month. Okay, put your hand up if you get broken sleep. You know when you get to sleep okay but then you wake up maybe between 2 and 4 a.m.? Put your hand up if you do the tired and crankies really well. What about if you've got if you wish you had some kind of more libido? Actually, don't put your hand up, we don't need everyone else to know that. But these are actually all just the same kind of things that I was experiencing 20 odd years ago. And for me, it showed me that when I actually stopped and started to study natural therapies after I burnt myself out, that these are just signs of adrenal tiredness. Now, the majority of people on this planet are racing around at 1 million miles an hour, and their body is just not keeping up with them. Me, I go harder and faster nowadays than I ever did 20 odd years ago before I burnt out. The difference is I've learned how to live from a place of prevention. I don't wait to get sick. So, one more little question. Who's maybe holding a few more kilos around their waist than they would really like to? Now this is another sign of adrenal tiredness. So, let's get into it. I just want to give you a little bit of a brief overview on the what and how, and maybe how isogenics can be part of the help for you. So as a naturopath, we want to work with things that are as close to nature as possible. Now when I saw the Isogenics program and products, I got extremely excited because I thought, here's a product that seriously ticks all the naturopathic boxes of a product that I would want to work with. And in fact, the Ionix Supreme, which is without a doubt my favourite product in this range, is as good and has got the same kind of herbs in it and nutritionals that I've been blending for 20 odd years, and that I've written books about and lectured about all around the world. When I saw this product, I thought, I have to take Isogenics seriously, because this is a company that's working with all the naturopathic principles, products and ingredients that fit the naturopathic quality, and it's like having me in your cupboard. Instead of waiting to go off balance and get crook, what if you could actually have a program that's a no-brainer? It's a simple system to help show you how to stay well and not get crook. Now, someone who cares about you actually invited you here today, and that's why you're getting to see me in your lounge room or on your computer or wherever you are. But I just wanted to share quickly how this is all possible. So Isogenics is a very cool program, and for me, naturopathically, I recommend that people take the Isogenics products as to start off as a 30-day program. So naturopathically, your body runs in a blood cycle. It's like every 3 months, it's like you've got a whole new dose of blood. And that's why when you go to donate blood and that, they'll only let you do it every 3 months. So imagine when you go to a naturopath, and if you've ever been to a naturopath before, you know that we can make up some pretty disgusting tasting herbs. I love the fact that Isogenics has been very cool in that they've blended synergistic herbs for helping to bring the body back into balance and to cleanse and release toxins from the body. But they've done it in a way that makes it more palatable and nicer than we do. So simple things like the Ionix Supreme. It's been flavoured up with things like molasses. Now molasses is an incredibly rich source of magnesium. Magnesium's the first mineral that you burn up when you're stressed out. It's also got all a full range of B vitamins in it. So they've actually flavoured the tonic up so that it's got extra nutrition in it for you. And that's actually nicer than what your local naturopath will do for you. We just think, yep, take the yucky tasting herbs. So Isogenics is a seriously cool company. So naturopathically, like I said, we run a blood cycle which is about 3 months. So for the first month, we want to just get your body, really kick things into action. Now, naturopathic principles are that when your body is stressed out, now be it environmental stresses, be it physical stresses, be it emotional stresses, it makes no difference. And a lot of times emotional stress is more damaging to your health than the physical and the environmental. They're all very damaging, but that one can be a big one. And in fact, nowadays, we find that people are more, well, I find that people that I've been attracting, that I work with, are more under the emotional kind of pump. And this is where the whole holding weight around your middle can really come into play. So I'm just going to talk about the weight thing just for a little second, because that might be relating to you. So when someone stresses out, your body goes from being alkaline to acidic in a split second. And negative emotions, all the emotions like guilt and all those kind of things, all start to play a part. So as a naturopath, we want to keep your body as alkaline as possible, because when you're alkaline, you're not going to grow all the nasty kind of ailments in life. So the Ionix program is all about keeping the body in an alkaline state. Now, we can't make stress go away, but we can absolutely get your body to a state that it starts to handle the stress differently. And that's what this is about. So when I saw the products and actually had a look, in fact, the two main tonics were the things that excited me the most, as well as the isolane shake. But the two main tonics, that's the Ionix Supreme and the Cleanse for Life. They contain the adaptogen herbs. Now in clinic, naturopaths are always going to prescribe adaptogen herbs. And a herb that comes into the class of an adaptogen, so it's things like the Siberian ginsengs and the Indian ginsengs and the licorice root, all these kind of herbs, what they do is, they don't make stress go away, but they help your body to be able to adapt what's going on. That's the thing. It's imagine you become a little bit more flexible. So instead of being knocked over by a stress that you may have been in the past, and then it takes ages to pick you up, it helps your body go, okay, here's a stress, yep, I'm dealing with it, and I can move on. And as we start to get your adrenal energy up, then you start finding that your energy starts kicking back in. You start to get better quality sleep. All of your body systems start to work properly. The cortisol that I mentioned a moment ago, naturopathically, so when it's in balance, cortisol is actually a really good hormone for your body. The problem is, when we get out of balance, when we stress out too much, that's when it gives us trouble. An easy way to understand cortisol is, so imagine you wake up in the morning. First up, when you've got your full level of energy, that means you've got your cortisol at 100%. Now what's meant to happen during the day is, it's meant to take a nice, beautiful, cyclic kind of dive. Well, not dive, but progressive kind of drop. So that at the end of the day, you've got about 10% of what you started the day with. The problem is, it responds to your adrenals and to adrenaline in particular. So imagine you wake up in the morning, you've got 100%, you've got your energy for the day. And then you go out and some little drama happens, whether it's the kids, something happens with the kids, or just even driving in the traffic, that kind of stress, get to work, mobile phone, too many calls, just something happens, and it goes up. And then, where it's meant to be dropping down, all through the day we're getting these solid little hits. And nowadays we find that we're not put in these big survival mode kind of stresses nowadays, but it's these little adrenal hits that get us all day, every day, that are more damaging than the big nasties used to be. So for me, coming from a place of prevention, I want people to get their adrenal glands in a state that they can just bounce off these hits. And so their body goes, it's okay, the world's not ending, I'm dealing with this. So when they go to bed at night, the cortisol levels are around the right level. You get a peaceful sleep, your body recharges, your adrenal glands recharge, and all of your levels come back up. You've got more energy. You're not waiting to get knocked down by the next stress. So your body will do everything it can to protect you from toxins it's experiencing or it's being connected to. And one of the main toxins, like I said, can be things like cortisol. So your adrenal glands are around your belt kind of area. They sit on little caps that sit on top of your kidneys. And that's where these hormones are produced. So imagine whenever you're overstressing yourself, your body goes, I have to protect you from this. And the way it does it is, it encapsulates the toxins that are produced. Not just the emotional kind of toxins, but all your physical ones, your environmental, all the sprays, pesticides, everything you're in contact with during the day. It wants to protect you from everything, and it does it by encapsulating these toxins in fat. So you can go on what you think is a diet, and you eat bugger all, and you go and exercise your bum off, and all these kind of things, but you find that you're not able to lose weight properly. So working with adaptogen herbs and getting your body just to balance up, hormones, moods and emotions, all those things that go with it, you find that your body is actually able to come back to center, to what we call homeostasis. And then, whatever is meant to happen is going to happen. So imagine if something's over-functioning, it comes back, and if it's under-functioning, it comes up. Now when we do that, the general side benefit of it is that if your body needs to lose weight and release weight, well, it'll do that. But it's doing it because we've actually removed the toxins, we've helped to mobilise and cleanse the toxins out of your body, and your body doesn't have a need for them anymore. So when we do that, we find that it's more sustained. It's a long-term thing. It's not just a fad kind of diet. Now, some people, when they're stressed out, they actually lose weight. And the same herbs, the same kind of program we use for them. Because what it does for them, and again, it helps their body just normalise, and then they're able to put lean muscle on again. So naturopathically, it's just about bringing your body back to centre so that you can start again. The Ionix program is wrapped around the 2 herbal tonics and including cleanse days, which whoever brought you here today to speak to me is going to show you about how to do a cleanse day, but also about integrating the right nutrition into your body so that it feeds you energy instead of sucking the life out of you. The place that we see people go off track most often is breakfast. Now, it's because they're racing off. They've got all these things to do. Now, if you don't switch your brain on and switch all of your body systems on with the right nutrition first up in the morning, how do you think you're going to handle stress for the day? So many people, and we're raised on thinking we need things like cereals and breads and that for breakfast. There's nothing in that to turn all the happy hormones on in your brain. All the amino acids that we need come from animal products, and it's animals who've been fed on grass, close to nature the way they're meant to be, not grain-fed, not put under stress, but grass-fed. And I love the fact that the Ionix products use the whey protein that we use in our shakes comes from happy grass-fed New Zealand cows. They're not just coming from a country that's pretty, got far less toxins than so many other countries, but it's also that they've come from unstressed, happy cows. When you do that, you get the full spectrum of amino acids. You're going to get the amino acids that are capable of doing things like turning on your happy hormones. In women, you might have heard of serotonin, and in guys, you might have heard of dopamine. Once you turn on your happy hormones for the day, you've got more opportunity of actually being able to handle the stresses that are being presented to you during the day. Now, it's not a magic bullet. It's about just bringing your body back to the place where it's meant to be. Coming from nature, and in the perfect world, not waiting to burn out. Not waiting to get sick. Not waiting to get this nasty news that you've manifested some big nasty kind of ailment because of years of being off track. Now, we're all human. We're all going to go off track. We all get stressed sometimes. An important thing is just to chill out and relax. And that's why things like good quality sleep are so important to you. As a naturopath, when I saw the Ionix products, I was seriously impressed because they absolutely ticked all the boxes that I required in a product. I checked out the company. Again, the company ticked out I was able to tick all the boxes integrity-wise with the company. And I was 100% comfortable to put my name to it. So for myself, that was huge. I won't use any products on any patients, and I won't suggest them to anyone unless I use them myself. I've been using them myself. I work full-time as a speaker nowadays. I travel around the world. I'm in a different city every day, 2 or 3 weeks of the month, 10 months of the year. That's huge. Now, prior to Ionix, I used to sit and blend up all my own nutritionals to be able to keep me well. You've got access to a mainstream product that's got all the same kind of things that I would blend for you if I was going to blend for you individually as a naturopath. So it's like, Ionix is like having me, or in a naturopath, in your cupboard. Please don't wait to get ill. So for me, Ionix products tick all the boxes to give you what you need to seriously thrive in life. And for me, living a balanced life isn't about doing without the things you love. It's actually about learning how to have it all. But do it in a way that it feeds you energy instead of sucking the life out of you. And to me, Ionix products feed you energy. Do yourself a favour and actually just give it a go. The products come with a 30-day money-back guarantee. Eat all the product if you like, and if it doesn't work for you, you can get your money back. You've lost nothing for trying. Please don't wait to get crook, because life is far too short, and I know because I've been there. So when it comes to life, I say just, you've got to live it, love it, and get on with it. So why don't you just take that chance now to actually get on with it and have the life that you really choose. Thanks for playing with me today. Bye.